Bird gang. This your boy Hype Fan Jersey. You're now tuned in to Hype Fan Eagles. Back at it. This not really a Hype Fan Eagles talk. There's more of dealing with the Commanders and the Lions game, man. Like, but I had to talk about it because between those two teams is who we gonna play if we get past the Rams. And yo, man, I gotta congratulate the Commanders for what a well done they have done this season and on the playoff and taking out the Lions, man. That was a good job. That boy Jaden Daniels was balling. The team continue to do y'all thing, but unfortunately, man, we're gonna have to take y'all out if we can get past the Rams. But first and foremost, I want to say, please like, follow, subscribe to the channel, and don't hesitate to like, follow, subscribe to the other channel. That will be Dolo Solo 1033 TV. Dolo Solo 1033 TV. Like, if you're coming from different platforms, please follow that channel when we are talking about NFL in general and everything. But I'm not gonna wrap you up too long. I'm gonna get right into it, into the game. Man, I sat there and I watched the game. That game, it's a good game, man. It was a good game. It was an unexpected game that uh sus- I didn't necessarily thought that the Commanders would do the job that they had done. Um, I knew that they wasn't gonna get blown out, but I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't know they had it. They didn't think they was gonna win. I edged the Commanders. I mean, I edged the Lions to beat, but you know, I didn't think they even if the Lions would have won, I already knew they wasn't gonna blow the Commanders out just because of the team they are. But I just thought that the Lions was going to edge them just because of the type of offense they had. But man, they came in and they showed different. They proved a lot of people wrong. It seemed like more of like the season when we won the Super Bowl in the 2017 season when people didn't expect us to do what we did and we did what we did. But man, we gonna have to try to stop their pace. And when we get past the Rams, yo, man, I'm definitely glad to finally see and witness a NFC East championship game, an NFC East championship game. So I'm definitely glad to be the one that to witness that. And I kind of thought that, I've been waiting to see a type of game for the like that in an in an NFC East championship game. I was kind of waiting for that. I kind of thought it was probably would be with the Cowboys because you know how neck to neck that was. With between the two teams, each and every season, I kind of thought that the Cowboys gonna be the first team to actually do that with us in the NFC East championship type game. But yo, the Commanders, they done proved wrong. And it seemed like if we could get past the Rams, that could be the first time that I witnessed. I don't know anybody else witnessed it, but I first time me watching NFL that I witnessed two divisional teams inside the championship. So that would be something to see. I can't wait. Hopefully they'll do their thing. The Eagles will do their thing and whatever they could against the Rams. And I'm pretty sure we could because we did it before. Hopefully they could do it again with the defense that we got. And yo, man, let's see let's definitely see what can definitely happen between that. But yeah, man, like the Commanders, like they definitely came and showed from the beginning to the end. Like that defense was all over Jared Goff. Like those trick plays that Dan Campbell thought he was gonna get off. Nah, the Commanders they like, nah, we ain't off none of that. You ain't gonna get none of that off. They wasn't beat. They came to play. They definitely came to play. They came to ball out. And what I want to do is I'm gonna get a little toast to them right quick. Toast to the Commanders for a job done. Just because I didn't think they had it in them, so I gotta take a sip for that, man. I didn't think they had it in them. I knew they still would have been a good team, but yeah, gotta take a sip on the wine for them for that. But man, yo, they definitely showed something different. It definitely showed that, yo, listen, we contenders in there, yo. We could definitely be a contender in the Super Bowl. if they could get past the championship round. But since they got this boy Jaden Daniels, everything looked different for him. Yo, he's a rookie and he taking them to the championship for the first year, like in the season. They gotta pay that boy. They gotta definitely pay that boy because he deserved everything to turn the team around, to make that boy Scary Terry to look the way he is looking, and finally to look like he's supposed to look. It's something special, man. It's something very special. Like they all season they've been showing what the team they are, who the team they is, and like man, this playoff they done prove a lot. Like they done prove a lot, and they doing their thing. They doing the game. Like who they won they first game. I'm sorry, who they played their first game. I forget. Let me get that up right quick. The bracket. Who did they? Oh, the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. Sorry about that. But yeah, like to get past the Buccaneers, to make them look the way they look, and then to get past the Lions, like man, they are showing a thing. So hopefully we could get past the Rams. We could do what we gotta do to to bring that to show that. But I'm gonna read off some stats of what how the team was and how the player was. That's just to show you how the game is. And I give it to the Commanders defense. It's the Commanders defense, they came and showed. And I'm gonna tell you how you could tell that the Commanders defense came to show. Like, let me tell you how you could tell that they came and show. Just by reading these stats off, you could actually see how the defense played a part. Because to be honest, if you want to think about it, if you want to show the Lions had more total yardage than them. 521 to 481. Lions. Passing yards, 320 to 299. Rushing yards, 201 to 182. Lions all down. Lions more. Yards per play, 7.7 to 6.6. Lions all day. Like first downs, 30. Lions all day. Like they was 3 to 9 and third downs and everything. They punt and all that. And like what I'm saying is that's how you know the defense came to play, because they had more offensive yardage, but they couldn't cash it in because a lot of the turnovers. And then not only the turnovers, then like they was the turnovers was giving them good fit the Commanders good field positions. And also uh they was putting that pressure on hurt the Jared Goff. So they was they was they was being on everything that he was doing. Like he was putting that pressure on them, was forcing them to run the ball. So when you're turnover and you're doing a lot of turnovers, and your quarterback is turning over, a lot of time the defense already know what you're gonna do now, because we know that you're trying to calm down with the passing because your quarterback is turning the ball over. So they already know, okay, he's gonna run this ball. They already know, and then when he passing, they up on it. So it was a lot of that. The defense came to play. The defense came to play ball heavy. Like a lot of those trick playing that Dan Campbell thought he was gonna get off with them. They was like, nah, that's not about to happen, dog. That's not about to happen. You're gonna have to come and play more than that. You're gonna have to come with a whole NFL football game plan. Like those trick plays, they ain't gonna keep you. It ain't gonna get you. It's not gonna get you over us. Is not going to happen. Like that's what they was telling them. Like, and you see when you see when that pressure hit Jared Goff of what he can do as throwing interception and mistakes and forcing the ball and everything. And now you see when things ain't clicking right with a quarterback. What can a quarterback do? I said this a long time ago in my other videos. of quarterbacks. My last video that I made about quarterbacks that could, when things ain't clicking, receivers ain't clicking, they could take things on their back and could take control of the game and win it. They could become clutch. And that's what it was. Like coaching, Dan Campbell was starting to do too much. Jared Goff forcing the ball. Only people that was really in the clutch was the running back unit. And they always been. They always gonna do their thing. Or what do you call it? Sonic and Knuckles, David Montgomery and Jamar Gibbs. Like they always gonna do they thing. But like the Menace came the ball, man. That boy Jaden Daniels, he had over 300 yards in scrimmage. I'm gonna read his stats off too. He had 22 out of 31 attempts. He had 299 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Good. He had 16 carries for 51 rushing yards. He averaged 3.2 yards of rush. And like, yeah, he was balling. Like he was definitely balling. And Jared Goff, he had 23 out of 40 attempts. That's why he got more passing yardage, 313, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. And that's it. Like, he really was all over the place, just don't forcing passes and everything. But yo, man, hats off to Jaden Daniels and what they done did this season and what they are doing. So that was my toast to them. Just because they are in, and we know we are rivals, you still in the division. And like, man, that will be something we could get in the division with y'all, and it could be an NFC East championship, and I'll be I live to see the day and witness that. And that should be a good game, man. Good game. Third rematch. We won the first, y'all won the second. Let's get that tiebreaker out of there on the championship, man. That was yo, man. I can't already do wait to see what we gonna do against them, but we gotta get past the Rams. We gotta get past the Rams, and um I'm just looking forward to it to see. We definitely a good matchup. The only thing is now I would say that we got home field advantage if we do play them. We got home field advantage against the Rams, so we could get past the Rams. We have home field advantage in the championship. So that would be good. That will be good, man. See the crowd in that Lincoln Financial Field going wild. And like we playing an NFC East team, another divisional team in the championship. Man, like I already wanted to like wish I had my tickets so I could be there. But I'll be watching it definitely. And like, yo, that'd be something to see. Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels going off in the championship, man. But like I said, yo, we gotta keep it one day at a time. We got the game tomorrow at I think we play at 3 o'clock. So like, yo, man, we definitely gotta win this. I got all hopes, man, for the Rams to come through, and we take them out. Like I got a definitely confidence that they dialing up a game plan and we gonna take this. But we definitely gotta watch out for the Commanders because they on a roll. They got the momentum. They done took out the number one team in the NFC. And yo, man, Jalen Daniels, we gonna contain that guy because he's not only running it, he's not even looking to run first. Like he could just run it if he could. He's slinging that ball like that pass. I believe who that was against Brown, or yeah, I think that was Brown. Like that pass, that overhead pass that he threw to him, that was that was that was something right there. I'm like, yo, that was a good pass. That was a good pass. Like for him to be passing that ball the way he's passing it, yo, is definitely gonna be a game that when we get to play them, we're gonna have to really our defense is gonna have to really secondary, especially our secondary, is gonna have to be on these receivers and make it hard for that boy. And our defense, our pass rush is gonna have to get at him. And I'm confident. I'm confident that we're gonna do the same thing we did because the game that we lost with against them was just the simple fact that Jalen Hurts went down. We was winning, but when he went down, nobody had a game plan with Kenny Pickett. Like, they didn't have no game plan with him. So he went in like it was just like off a whim, and they they were stopping him, and Saquon Barkley couldn't get in a run because they was stacking the box, and Kenny Pickett they was on the passing because we ain't had nothing, we ain't had no game plan with them, and we could have still won that game if it wasn't if Smitty didn't drop that pass. If Smitty didn't drop that pass, we could have still won the game. That to let you know that's not gonna happen in the playoffs. That's not gonna happen again. So I feel like if we get past the Rams, what I have confidence that we're gonna do, it's gonna be another story for the Commanders. And a lot of people are already saying Eagles Super Bowl because they already feeling like they're predicting. They already feeling like we're gonna get past the Rams, and then we're gonna have home field advantage on the championship, and we're gonna get past the Commanders. But yo, NFL is unpredictable. Like it's very unpredictable, man. We can't get cocky. We got to take it one game at a time. We got to focus on the Rams because the Rams still got a good team. Even though we beat them, they still got a good team, and they could surprisingly come with a different, better game plan on us and a better matchup. So we definitely got to stay focused. And I'm not gonna say we. I'm gonna say the Eagles. The Eagles definitely got to stay focused and be prepared for this game and worry about the Commanders afterwards and just be prepared for this game because like the Rams, you can't sleep on them. You definitely can't sleep on them. They got a good coach, good quarterback, two good receivers. Defense is pretty solid, but we definitely can't sleep on them. So one game at a time, one game at a time. But when we get there to the championship, man, containing that boy Jane Daniels, we gotta keep. We gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to do that, and I think we could do it, and I believe that we would. But other than that, I want to tip my hat to them. They they surprised a lot of fans, a lot of people this game, and I know a lot of Lions fans went went left that stadium shocked. They probably thought they had the win in the bag. Like they probably like, oh, the Commanders, oh, we had the championship. Like he probably thought like it was gonna be all good. They probably was at the stadium, though. We got this. They probably they know they left that stadium shocked. Like we just lost from the Commanders. We lost from a rookie quarterback in the playoffs. They probably was like, wow, how? And I know a lot of doubts there's going to be with Jared Goff. I'm surprised. I don't know his contract or not, but he might not be a starter next year. Like next season, he might not. The way he was looking in a playoff, 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions in the playoffs, I'd be surprised if Jared Goff be sitting that shit next year. Like, and a lot of people saying that they already knew about this. That people can see that he's a choke artist. That's the reason why the Rams gave him up. Like and man, I thought he was pretty solid this season until this game. It's like, damn, maybe he ain't play, he ain't verse, he ain't because he always I believe this is true because Jared Goff always play above the sticks. I never see him come down to a bang bang game. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe or I missed it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If it was a game you saw, he came down to a bang bang game. But I feel like he always played above the sticks to a extent, and that's what it was. But to play a team to go back and bang bang with and that defense to for a defense to click like that and to stay composed and to rise above adversity, you see what happened when that pressure get to him. Like this boy didn't know he was discombobulated and like just forcing passes, and then Dan Campbell like just doing too much like with his play calling. Like, come on, all these trick plays, bro. Just play the game. You you're not above the sticks. Like you're in a tight game with a team. Like you like I understand because he got one trick play off. Don't get me wrong. So maybe he thought he could continue to do it. He got one trick play off. That reverse run play where I believe that was Jamar Gibbs that ran it in that reverse. That was pretty neat. That was pretty sweet play calling right there. Like, he probably didn't think he was going to get a touchdown off of it, but that's what happens. Like, so that was a good call. It happened and gave him to a touchdown. But when you see that the game is getting a little out of the quarterback is throwing interceptions, it's getting a little bit out of hand. Yo, you gotta just play the game. You doing all these trick plays and all this whatever, and you see what happened. Like the Commanders is on it. They like, yo, you ain't about to get none of that off on us. Like none of that. Like and they was on it. So I'm like, yo, so going to this game, I kind of had mixed feelings. I didn't necessarily know who to go for, like, because I'm like, man, playing the Lions, everybody been waiting for that game. Who's the best between the Lions and the Eagles? And I'm like, yo, that was people wanted to finally see that who was gonna be that team. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe the Lions, but then I would say we gonna go if we play the Lions, we gotta go to their home field. So that's something different. So I'm like, then even playing the Commanders, that's the first time I ever witnessed as a being a fan, two teams in the division going to the championship, like NFC East championship. Like I'm like, yo, I want to witness that. Like, that would be that would be tight. Then and then after none of that, after that, we gonna have home field advantage. So I'm saying, so I'm like, who would it go for? So I kind of lean more. I ain't gonna lie, I lean more to the Commanders. I wanted to see that because not only we gonna have home field advantage, it's the first time I could ever witness a divisional team, the NFC East in the championship, and that's something I was like, yo, man, that's probably gonna be a tight game. A revival game in the championship. I never saw that before, so man, I could witness that. So I kind of lean more to the Commanders. So I'm like, yo, I was glad that they won. Like, I'm like, yo, they dismantled them, like, and but that just means we gonna have to come in and we gonna have to do our thing with them. Like, and just because we beat them once, they got over us the second time, we could have still won. Doesn't mean it's gonna be like a comfortable win with them this now. Like, 'cause especially they got a momentum and like the quarterback, he's hot right now. The coach is like he's doing his thing. So we gonna have to play the Rams first. Focus on the Rams. Don't get out of hand worrying about the Commanders. Focus on the Rams. Take one game at a time. And if we could get through them, then we're gonna have to definitely game plan right with them on the playoffs on that championship. And I believe we could do it, man. I believe we can do it. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to play them in the championship. That's gonna be something tight. That's gonna be something tight. Because I kind of feel like this is what I believe. I kind of feel like, let's just say hypothetically speaking, if we lose against the Rams, I'm all two things. I'm all right. If we lose against the Rams, I'm sorry. Like I don't know, a lot of Eagles fans gonna come at me. I don't know a lot of Eagles fans gonna agree. They probably be like, oh, whatever. Like, if we lose against the Rams, I'm going for the Commanders to win it. Like, and I think they are. I kind of think they are. I just don't think. I don't think the Rams can handle us. But I just say how expectedly that they do. I don't think they can handle the Commanders with Jaden Daniels and them. Like, and if we somehow lose against the Rams, I'm automatically saying the Commanders is going to the Super Bowl. I'm already won't like it. Another reason why I feel that way, and I will be rooting for them to go, is just the smile in the Cowboys' face. Be like, yo, out of how many years, y'all is the only team that couldn't make it there. Like, only team. Shoot, the Giants beat the Brady twice, won the Super Bowl. We won the Super Bowl, and we've been to the Super Bowl twice. Then the Commanders finally go to the Super Bowl in a good year with a rookie first season, and they get to the Super Bowl. I am, man. I don't want to hear no Cowboys fans and nothing like. All they gonna do is keep throwing they dusty rings up and want to be brag about it. Like, nah, out of the whole division, y'all the least one. They ain't even make it to the championship. Y'all ain't make it like in since the 90s, didn't make it to the championship. Everybody else at least make it to the championship. What you gonna say? Oh, well, we the only team that got most rings. We got most rings. Like, man, listen, like leave those rings in ancient times. Like you wasn't even born with them. You was probably in your father nutsack when they had those rings. Like you didn't even witness none of that. Like so it don't even matter. Like we talking about resumes. What y'all doing now? That's the resume. Is y'all the team now? Resume. You don't care what y'all used to have. The resume is updated. What you're doing now. And like I'm oh, if they go to the Super Bowl, it's gonna be smiles at the Cowboys. Yo, listen, it's a shame. Like it's a shame. Everybody else been there in the 2000, everybody else been there in the 2000s. Y'all haven't, you know. So I'm just that. So if we don't make it, I'm gonna be rooting for the Cowboys. If we don't make it, hopefully we do. I believe we will. I got confidence that we will. But that hypothetically speaking, if the Eagles choke and we don't make it, and the Commanders playing the Rams in the championship, I'm going for the Commanders just to smile in the Cowboys face. I'm sorry, call me petty, call me what you want. That's what it's gonna be. Like I'm going for it. Like and just for another team, just so we can say another team in our division took it. That's what I'm gonna say. Like but at the same time, I feel confident that we gonna get the Rams. And then if we play them, we got home field advantage all there, all around. Because the number one seed just took it out. So no matter what, we got number one, we got home field advantage. So like when we get to this, if we take the Rams out, we get to the championship, we got home field advantage on there. And I got confidence for them coming to the link that we're gonna handle business again. And like, sorry, like at least y'all Commanders fan made it to the championship. I still gonna brag to I'm still gonna talk my thing to the Cowboys because I'm like, well, even though they ain't make it to the Super Bowl, out of the whole 2000 since 2000, y'all the only team that ain't make it to the championship. Only team that not this. We ain't even going. We don't have to go far as Super Bowl. I just say championship. Y'all haven't made it there. Everybody else did. Y'all had it. Like, so my hats go off to the Commanders, man. They did a wonderful job, man. 45-31. They came off firing on all cylinders. Like Jaden Daniels is that guy, man. I wish him very well. They gotta pay that boy. And yo, it's exciting to see another team in our division that's gonna give us comp, man. Like I don't think next year the Cowboys gonna be the Cowboys anymore. They still got rebuilding, even if they whatever. I just feel like it's gonna be the Commanders and the Eagles now, which like finally something different. Like finally something different. The Giants, um, we don't know what's gonna happen with them. Like they need to fix some things. They probably need a quarterback, a solidified quarterback like the Commanders got, and they gonna have to go this off season. It's gonna be the Cowboys and the Giants. Y'all better start doing y'all thing in the off season. Like y'all GMs or whatever, y'all better start doing with the Commanders. And like you see, because we clean house. That's why we doing what we doing now. First, the Eagles did it, clean house with coaches, players. Uh, um, we cleaned our house. Like the Commanders took it even farther. I think they got a new owner. That's why they name changed. Um, Coaches. I don't know about GMs and all that. Maybe so, but like they clean house all around. Like, and that's why you see they building, they being who what they is now. They wasn't hesitate to get rid of players to go. They wasn't scared to go down to rise up. And I think this the problem with the Cowboys is the Cowboys is scared to go down to rise up. Meaning you sometimes you gotta just have that off year while you building your team. That's what happened with us. When we built our team, we had a down year. Like we went down. Like, but then we got to get younger players to get things right. now you see things rolling. Like sometimes if you want that elite and that right team, you gotta take a back seat to rebuild. Like you gotta like, and that's the Cowboys' problem. They don't they just they ain't trying to rebuild. They ain't letting go owners. They ain't letting go coaches. They ain't letting go players. They just holding on the off season. They ain't drafting players that they need. They not having good draft years. They ain't getting the right players. They ain't like what is y'all doing? Like even the Giants to a extent, like like who is y'all picking up? What is y'all getting? I mean, they got the boy Neighbors. Neighbors is pretty straight, but it's like, oh man, y'all really need some players. Like y'all really need some players. Like, but y'all need to take. I'm gonna say this. They better start taking pointers with from the Eagles and the Reds, the Eagles and the Commanders. The Commanders, they took that point and they making moves. They got a guy, they got players, they went out, they adjusted, they changed, they did a lot of change in a lot of things, and that's why they are looking the way they are looking. And like, man, I'm looking forward to this matchup each and every season. Like, you already know they play us hard. They always play us hard. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of a little. I'd rather play the Rams in the championship than play. I'd rather play those. I feel like the Commanders is gonna be a more of a harder matchup than the Rams. Like I feel like we getting through the easy matchup, and then on the championship, we getting ready for a whole juggernaut. Because I feel like the Commanders, they fired, they motivated. They haven't been there yet, so they're gonna be coming hard because they haven't tasted this in a long time. Like just like we said when who that was who that? I think that was Jason Kelsey that said that, or Lane Johnson. I think it was Jason Kelsey saying that, oh, well, of course we gonna beat the way if we because we been hungry. Hungry dogs gotta eat. That's why we are who we are. Like, and like your commanders could be saying the same thing, yo. We hungry. We want this. We haven't been here. Terry McLaurin, he been waiting to get there. He been waiting for a quarterback so he could get to that moment. Jalen Daniels trying to prove a point. Dan Campbell trying to prove a point. Everybody else on that team, they've been waiting for this, so they're gonna be coming hard. Like they're gonna be coming hard. Yes, we gonna want this too, but they probably gonna want it more. So we're gonna have to want it more, even more for other reasons. Like, yo, we gotta get back there. We knew we gotta want it as we been there, but we fell short. So we want this opportunity again. And so we hungry for that reason because we taste that. We had a taste of the Super Bowl. So we hungry for that reason to finally take it home. And the commanders probably hungry because they like, listen, we haven't been there in years. So we want this. So man, both teams going to have to come in there hungry for a good game. And I think it will be, man. I think it will be. So I don't want to wrap y'all too long. That's just my thing, or my feelings, and my opinion on how this NFC East championship could possibly be. But like I said, man, we got to get past the Rams first before we could think about that. I'm gonna have another video talking about this Eagles and the Rams game. Try to make one before the game. If not, I know my bro is, But yeah, man. Like I'm gonna say, man, hats off to the Commanders. That was a good win. Y'all deserve it. Jaden Dan deserve it. He balled out. He did his thing. And man, continue to do y'all thing for each and every season. But unfortunately, y'all might have to most likely gonna play us, and we're gonna have to stop y'all season from right there. So, but it was a good season. Y'all made it that far, made it to the championship, but we're gonna have to stop y'all right there. So man, thanks for tuning in, man. Congratulations to the Commanders. This your boy Hyphen Eagles. You already know. Bird game. I'm out.